Hello guys, and welcome back to Gintron Walkabout? No. Oh, let me rephrase that and start again, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Gintron Walkabout. We're going to pretend like the bit before didn't happen. So, on today's episode, I might, believe it or not, to do a review of a piece of kit. It's a bit of kit that I've been using for close to a year now. Pretty much near enough every trip, to be honest. Par like probably about 10 if we're lucky, to be honest. But this bit of kit I use regularly, like even at home, because at the moment where it's getting a bit colder, smoking outside, just sitting outside, it's not always warm, especially in the mornings. Pretty damn Baltic. So, yeah. But of course, obviously, thank you for clicking on. I hope you enjoy this and you make it is useful. But at the same time, we gotta do the two most important things first. So, if you guessed it right, we'll find out. But yes, I've probably said it about 4 or 5 times now, but thank you for clicking on. Let's do this. everyone. You join me on this beautiful day up at this beautiful place called the Malago, because today I got a little thing that, to be honest, I thought I'd never do on my channel myself, as I've had the channel going for at least a year or two now, something like that. But yeah, to be honest, I never thought I'd actually do a review on a piece of kit. So before anyone says anything, no, I have no affiliation to fucking links or anything else that gets put below, apart from the episode, like my things with Ginge Gone Walkabout, which would be my Instagram and Facebook basically. That's how it normally goes. But today I thought I'd come out because it turns out I've been using this bit of kit nearly 10 months, not a year, but meh, 2 off ain't too bad I suppose. But basically, this is the bit of kit we're using on about. This is the Helicon Swagman roll. Basically, it's a glorified poncho liner, but wow, it is incredible, it is worth it. The only reason I'm technically giving you this review is my opinion, because I absolutely recommend this piece of kit. Like, absolutely recommend this piece of kit. It's versatile. Generally you see it a lot in my videos. Well, I don't know if you see it a lot, but it is in my videos normally, because I tend to use it a lot, either as a sleep system, a wubby to keep warm, or whatever. But yeah, let's go over it a bit quick, like at the moment. It comes in this really, well, pointless stuff sack if you ask me, because this stuff sack, as you can tell, is in pretty good condition. It just lives in a drawer. But on it says Bushcraft Line Swagman Roll Advanced Poncho Liner. It's the shells 100% nylon, padding, Climate Shield Apex, 67 grams square meter fill, whatever that fucking shit is. I don't really know, I don't really care. But the size is 150 by 205 centimeters, about 59 inches by 80 inches. Fits a poncho perfectly. The Miltech ones, the USGI ones as well, work superb, to be honest. It's water resistant. I've wore it out quite a few times and like it's been quite crap weather. But yeah, now I'll get it out in a minute and we'll have a better look at it. Right guys, so now we've got our wubby still in its little stuff sack, which got a handle at the bottom as well, just in case anyone was wondering. So I'll come up here a little bit closer, see if you can see that. So now we're going to take a look at our Swagman roll properly. So we'll take it out of this stuff sack, but just so people are aware, it's not actually that big. You can compress it down quite significantly, and if you stick it in a British Army jungle bag stuff sack, and you can cinch it right down so it's practically it's basically nothing in your pack. Put it this way, this plus the British Army Arctic thermals all fit in the summer's compression sack, which is effectively also a dry bag, just as a heads up. And those together make an absolutely cracking winter sleeping system. Sometimes it's still too warm. So this is our wubby. I've done it back up into a sleeping bag form. So this is a big pocketed sleeve. Right, it's definitely plenty big enough. That's with it on the floor, and it's well above me, because I'm a small ginger person. Let us be real. I'm gonna be straight up real. Right, basically because of my boots ain't exactly clean as well, I'm just gonna cheat. As a sleeping bag, it got a zip that goes from that end to that end. So if you like it where you can poke your toes out as well, so it's like a, was it like a tube bag where you got an opening at the bottom and an opening at the top. And obviously I'm going to cheat a second and just pop it over my head. Because I'm not laying down on the ground, because I can't be arsed. Like, there's plenty of room in it for me, and I'm not exactly a massive bloke though, to be honest, but it's definitely plenty big enough. It's plenty warm enough in the summer, straight up. And then I nearly fall over taking it off, so that'd have been funny. Obviously you can do it as a blanket, but if we come right up to the open end, which would be this end, that's not zippered, so you know what's top and what's bottom. You can open it up, and you've got a pretty damn big blanket. I've used it like a blanket, but not like that. I climbed in the middle of it, shut like that, and just used it. And where it's also got, so I can line them up straight, little fastening buckles. Which, to be honest, I reckon are fucking awesome. I've never had it come undone on me or anything. So there we got a blanket. I haven't quite tested it out as an underquilt, which I'm going to be open to do soon. So when I use it as an underquilt, I'll give you my thoughts on it in that video. Not right now because I ain't got a bleeding clue, but if it works like anything else I've used it for, it's going to be bleeding good, sir. Obviously there's a big pocket here on the front, which, to be honest, you can actually stuff itself in itself, which I'll show you in a bit. But just above that, there's like a little pocket for the actual hood. If I come up closer, you got the zipper pocket here, and then you got a hood pocket. Pop that up, and there's your hood. So I'll pop this on a second. Now you've got a wubby, and it does clip into the poncho, like into a poncho, which I haven't brought with me. It's got nice little toggles that clip in. And basically what I find as well, sometimes with certain ponchos that don't clip through, so what I was doing, no, that's the wrong side, was sticking that up through it, toggling that through like so, and then cinching it down, so then that would be effectively like where the grommet is, so then it'd cinch down and stay shut, like, and stay attached to the poncho. So keep that in mind. It's got like draw cords as well, so you can make it tighter and things, which is something I'll show you as well in a second. But in all fairness, it is quite long, like, and spread out. It does cover a lot of your body. It comes down just past my knees. But with these clips, you can take them and clip it round, so then it becomes more like a winterized jacket, so to speak. And there you go, you've got a nice lovely like woolly jacket, which in all fairness it does keep you rather warm, like, and it does. There's been many a times I've just been sat round by a fire and everything, it's generally pretty cold, but in this I'm generally nice and warm. But say you don't like it, so it's brushing all down you but right at the bottom, what I find is that before you clip it all up, this bit's a bit of a faff, mind people. So if you're going to do this, make sure you is ready. But what I was figured out is if I could take these up, figure out which way I want the cord to cut, which way the cord's coming, and actually cinch that through there on the actual buckle itself, and we'll cinch this up a little bit, and that'll tuck inside nicely. Come and do the same on the other side. So figure out which way it cinches, that way. Come up through. And cinch right up. So then it becomes nice and tight. So then when you bring this up, because I don't like this down by my back or down by my knees, I always tend to bring it up around my back, flip that over, and boom, it's now up around your waist. You could do the same with the back, but I just don't like it around by the front because it restricts my movement sometimes, especially when I'm crouching and getting back up. Whereas in like this, the sides, after 2 seconds, I'll walk back so you can actually see me in full body, and then I'll show you what I mean. That's a bit better. Sorry if you're struggling to hear me, camera, but like this, I'm able to bend down and not have the front overlapping my knees or anything, and this don't drop down far enough to get wet. So that's my view on that, what I like to do when I'm wearing it. And obviously you wear a poncho over it as well. This is water resistant. There's plenty of videos out there with people tipping water all down themselves and everything else. I can't be fucked to do that, so I'll be straight up honest there. Straight up honest. I can't remember exactly what camo pattern this is, to be honest with you. Not a damn clue. So I'll figure it out, and then there'll be a little thing coming up along the screen, like here, right about now, saying to you what the camo pattern is. But generally this is the helicon flagman roll with it. Do I recommend it? Yes, I do. Is it fairly expensive? Yes, it is. To be honest, this, believe it or not, is one of the most expensive pieces of kit I actually own. Yeah, as crazy as it sounds. This is actually one of the most expensive bits of kit I actually own. And would I recommend it to anyone? Yes, I would. Would I recommend it to even me old dear? Yes, I would. Would I recommend it to my nan? Yes, I would. Why? Because it'll keep you warm, it'll keep you dry, and it even acts as an emergency sleep system. In conjunction with a poncho, you effectively got a summer sleeping bag with a bivvy bag. Like, don't get me wrong, this is expensive. There is cheaper alternatives out there. Now there is anyway, because when I got this, this was basically the only one that I could find like it. Everything else was just a standard woobie or poncho liner, which was basically just a glorified blanket with tie-out points in the corner. No head hole or anything, whereas now there is different alternatives, but I don't actually own those alternatives. So maybe it might be worth suggesting getting one of those, because one of these retailing now on Amazon is going for about 115 to 120 quid. Like, this I paid 115 quid for. Like, yeah, madness. But I would recommend getting it. It's one of the best pieces of kit I brought, personally. I use it on most trips. Like, even now, I brought a big wool jacket with me, to be honest. Just to come up here in. But in all fairness, I could have got away with just this, because it's comfy enough and it's definitely doing the job adequately. So, there you go, that is my views on this. But once again, like, as a sleeping bag, you've seen me use it a number of times in videos. Number of times. And if you really, really wanted to be fair, right, you can actually make an insulated tent with one of these on a poncho. I might have to get into that on like another video or something. But right now, people, that is that. Like, it's got the Climate Shield Apex thing there, the Helicon Tex brand. I'm pretty sure someone said on there that it's got the thing on there that tells you the camo pattern. But, man, whatever. I'll switch this off and I'll quickly show you as well. Actually, yeah, I've got to quickly show you it going into its own little pocket. Right, guys, so you still got your woobie on and everything else, but now it's time to say go asleep, or you want to pack it down and not have to use that stupid stuff sack, because personally it's pointless. Like, you'll see why. So we'll take off our woobie or swagman roll and do the main pocket on the front, and then literally just flip it inside out and then just start cramming it in itself. No other way to describe it, people. You just literally just shove it in on itself. But like this, people, it works out in two ways, to be honest. Obviously, you haven't got a stupid bag lying about, and your swagman roll will just go stuff on itself, so that is sound. To be honest, once again I'm about to say, it hardly ever gets used like this as well. Because if you've got a whoopee, and you know what I'm on about with whoobies, 90% of the time they don't even go in their stuff sacks, you just kind of cram it in around everything. Right, so there's no quite solid bag for it. It's either that or it stays rolled up in the bottom of my bag or in my bag with my poncho. So yeah, then basically you end up with a nice size little package like so. If I hold it up like that, it's quite a nice little size. It's nice and soft, to be honest. It works like a pillow quite nicely. In the summer, if I got my Arctic sleep system with me, I'll take this as well, because I'll use this just during the night just to keep like relatively warm in the dusk and in like late evening. But then this turns into my pillow for the night, so then I don't even have to carry a pillow. So this will just double up like that. So as well, if you take this just to keep you like relatively warm as a down jacket instead of a down jacket type thing, at night when you get into your sleeping bag, if you fold it up like this and everything and stick it in your sleeping bag or in your bivvy, tent even, whatever you sleep under, you've got a nice pillow that is relatively supportive as well. It's a good size and a good alternative to carrying, say, multiple bits of kit for all the same job basically. Having to carry a pillow, obviously, having to carry a down jacket just to stay warm, having to carry fucking a sleeping bag sometimes, whereas this one bit of kit does everything, I find. So like I say, if I had to take any 5 items normally, 2 straight away would be a poncho and this, because boom, that is like so many different things in one thing. So even if I don't need the poncho as a bivvy bag for instance, but I need it as shade cover, I can do that, as well as still have my sleeping bag, instead of having to take it all in one go, like in different. It saves me having to take it out of like my sleeping bag, having to get my sleeping bag out, and then have to get out of shelter, have to get out this, if I can just carry it all in one small little parcel. Like with my bivvy, like I'll take my bivvy, I'll take a sleeping bag, I'll take this, I'll take that, whereas this and a poncho in the summer is pretty much all you need, to be fair. Like, the amount of times I've done it, you've seen it in videos. My fucking so-called survival challenge thing, which turned out to be more like a skilled camping trip, so to say, I use this to sleep in. Incredible bits of kit, people. So yeah, last quick thing, we're gonna show this going into this basically, and just, you don't even have to do it neatly either, whereas most sleeping bags you got to do it quite generously with a bit of force. Where this, you can just basically that, people. Then go in your pack. Obviously, like I said, if you stick it in a British Army jungle bag compression sack, it compresses down a lot smaller, even like that's pretty generous for the size of it. But recommended bit of kit, I'll put a link below to Amazon. Like I say, I'm not affiliated with them, so if you decide to buy it, crack the fuck on, it's up to you. But personally, I recommend it. It's a good bit of kit. Right, that's basically it from me for this review that I never thought I'd actually end up doing. To be honest, like I say, I'd recommend it to everyone. It's a quality piece of kit, and for how small it packs down and shit, kind of be stupid not to. But I understand it is a bit on the pricier side, but to be fair, it's absolutely bloody worth it in my eyes. Absolute cracking bit of kit, and more than likely on the next camps and everything, you'll probably see me using it a lot more as we're going into fall. Right. Autumn. So yes, people, on this note, obviously you know the score. Hit the like button if you want. Comment, tell me your views on this, on the review, because I've never done one before, obviously, as I'm not that type of person. But this bit of kit was that good, I thought I had to tell everyone how good it was and give my thoughts and opinions on it for once. So your people, like I say, hit the like button, comment, subscribe if you want. Either way, I don't care. I'm going to be banging out content because my little boy likes me shenanigans and my memory's shot. So it's nice to be able to watch my own shit sometimes, you know, and get reminded of blasts from the past. So, yeah, love you and leave you. Sayonara.